Another Spider-Man.
Another Spider-Man movie. That's right. Trailer number 3. Doesn't say it's the
Ooh.
final trailer though, so there
Oh
must
boy,
be
that means we get more
there
trailers.
must be another one coming.
Finally, here we go.
Good evening, Peter.
Whoa!
You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
That is awesome. I can keep that suit?
Yeah, doesn't fit me.
When's our next retreat?
What, next mission? We'll call you. All right?
It's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you.
We're not there yet.
All right, kid.
Good luck out there.
We're not there yet.
Hey, Peter. You coming tonight? I can tonight. I got the Stark internship. What's up, guys? Mr. Stark, here's my report for tonight. I stopped the Grand Theft bicycle. Hey, could you do me a favor? Hold on to that. Is this anybody's bike? Oh, I helped this old lady and she bought me a churro. So, that was nice. I just feel like I could be doing more. Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. Hulk gives it away. New move I'm working on? Not bad. God, this feels so strange. These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, there are people who handle this sort of thing. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Let go of me, let go of me.
Activating parachute.
Well, they gave that away.
The world's changing,
That
boys.
was terrible to
Time
put in
we
there.
change, too.
This is my chance to prove myself.
We have a Spanish quiz.
You gotta get better at this part of the job.
I don't understand. I'm intimidated. Oh, hey, guys.
Our friends are up there. Hey, where are you going? What are you hiding, Peter? I'm just kidding, I don't care. Bye.
There's a ton of other subsystems in here, but they're all disabled by the training wheels protocol.
Mr. Stark treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yeah, a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hands.
Looks pretty
Talk
good.
about fucking foreshadowing.
So what are our guesses as far as the plot?
The name gives it away.
What?
Homecoming gives it away?
Yeah, it's obviously one of the main storylines is obviously going to be the homecoming dance, and the reason I state that is just because you get to see the scene of him running through the
With a
the
suit on?
school with the suit on,
Yeah.
ripping the suit off.
Maybe.
So obviously, there's going to be a moral choice in there where he's like, "Do I have to go do this, or can I actually be a teenager and go to this high school dance?"
My guess.
And obviously, that choice is made for him.
My guess, and I'm going to throw this out there right now. He starts out with the cool suit. He fucks up, and it's probably that scene with like the guys that have the Avengers masks on. The suit gets taken away from him, and he has to prove himself in his crappy old suit. That's my guess.
I don't know, because why would they have the scene later there where they're going over and hacking the suit? That actually shows that
Maybe he hacks it and unlocks stuff, and then it gets taken away from him.
to be honest, with the way the Marvel universe is working, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts off the beginning of the movie him wearing his old suit, and they do like a time elapse or time jump where you get to see him interacting with Stark and basically, hey, can you come help me? And then after that you see they pay homage to the fact of what he does in Civil War.
Yeah.
And then it comes back, and now you get to see him with this new suit and stuff.
Sure.
And he's still learning everything that the suit has to offer, obviously. And then the aspect of, like they had the scene with they're going, half the suit's been blocked off, and he can't do most of it, so.
Yeah. Clearly, everyday criminals start getting these awesome weapons.
So just me, or does the center of that weapon that he's holding look like it has an arc reactor in it?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, you guys really have not done any research on this movie.
No.
I don't care enough. I haven't paid much attention to it.
They've already stated it's not going to be an origin story. That at the time that he has this, it's not going to be another Uncle Ben dies and that whole thing. From my understanding, it starts off it shows him being with Tony, and then he does something, screws up. Tony takes the suit away, but I think it's supposed to kind of take place slightly. I think it's before the last Avengers movie, or it might kind of sandwich it. I'm not really sure which.
Yeah, if I would imagine the sandwich is it.
The villains in this movie, the main one, this is Vulture.
The Vulture, yeah.
But they're also bringing in the Shocker and the Tinkerer. And what's interesting about all three of these guys is that none of them have actual superpowers. They are mechanical engineering geniuses.
And their superpower is their intellect.
Basically.
They're Batman!
They're sciencey.
Vulture has this harness that allows him to fly. It gives him strength, like enhanced strength, not super strength, but it gives him enhanced strength. Shocker has a suit that actually makes air blast vibrations like shockwaves. And then the Tinkerer is somebody who he doesn't do his own dirty work, but he actually makes these weapons for supervillains. He makes supervillain weapons.
The dudes with the Avengers.
Right. That's likely one of the Tinkerer's inventions. So with him having this techno suit and all these other guys being these techno-mechanical geniuses, it's got to be something going on the technology aspect that's going to end up causing him issues.
Probably also curious as to why Stark is helping this, upstart character to a point too, or they're interested in where he got the technology to make the suit.
They have also said that while Tony Stark's going to be in it, they don't want Spider-Man to be like his sidekick. They don't want it to be that kind of thing, because he's always been on his own. And
Look, they can make this real easy. All he has to do is plow Aunt May, and then and then Peter will hate him forever. Just go ahead and drive a wedge right between those two to start.
But this is a collaboration between Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios, because Spider-Man's still owned by Sony.
Yeah.
So they didn't give up the rights, but they let Marvel take all of creative control over it.
Yeah, because
please make us a good movie, please.
Right.
We've tried desperately to make a good Spider-Man and failed miserably.
But Sony has already announced that they are working on a Venom movie, and they have not announced whether it's actually going to be tied in with this or not.
And,
Tom Hardy's playing that, right?
I don't know how you can bring.
They haven't 100% locked that in yet.
Yeah, they haven't even said Marvel Studios is going to help or nothing. They just said that Sony is making a Venom movie, and they don't think it's actually going to have. It's not going to have any kind of effect on the Spider-Man movie, but it may end up later. They may come together and say, "Yes, please make us a Venom movie now too." So,
yeah, Tom Hardy may be Venom. They haven't signed on the.
Oh, they have to. Come on.
Yeah, Venom, he would be fucking great. But on the other hand, though, I have to say this though: how could you bring in Venom and not bring in Spider-Man? Aren't those two like kind of connected?
Yeah, their worlds are entwined.
If you have Carnage.
Yeah, but Carnage is also fucking straight out of Spider-Man as well. They're all related to the same thing.
But Venom and Carnage, I don't think usually work together. I think that they hate each other.
Yeah, they hate each other's guts. Yeah. But I'm saying is that they're all part of the Spider-Man, they're directly related to him.
But then again, Colossus is part of the X-Men, and he was in Deadpool. I mean, a completely different studio there.
That's all they could afford.
That was Fox.
They get Topher Grace to come in and play him again.
Right?
Topher Grace.
Only my mother calls me Christopher.
All right.
It's still, like I said, we'll see what happens and whether it's going to be. Like I said, the first two trailers made it look a lot more interesting than that one. That one looked more like a gag reel than anything else.
Well, what's funny about it is they've also said that they're going to focus more on Spider-Man being a teenager who happens to have superpowers. But it sounds like they're going to be focusing more on him, on his non-super life, his life outside
his non-super life,
right? But they said the same thing about Vulture. Vulture is a regular man who you see develop and become this villain.
Yeah.
And for reasons whatever they'll say later in the movie.
Which is going to be the same exact character progression for Spider-Man. We're going to see the normal teenager start realizing the responsibilities that his powers have, basically forced upon him. It's not an origin story per se, because they're not going to
coming of age tale.
I'm watching my Uncle Ben get gunned down in the street, and I could have saved him.
Yeah, it's a coming of age.
But at the same exact token, everybody knows it, but it has to be a driving motivation for the character.
They also said that they're taking a lot of inspiration from John Hughes, who's the director of.
So he's gonna hold up a
Pretty in Pink. Pretty in Pink. That's hilarious. That's great.
It's gonna have Ducky in it.
Ducky in it. That's enough.
That just makes me.
Peter's not even a name.
That just really makes me even more depressed now that this movie might turn out to be a pile of shit.
Oh, and it's coming out on July 7th? Yeah, I was going to see that one.
Yeah, he is. All right, let's move on.
This one? Okay.
Yes, all right. So up next we have The Hitman's Bodyguard. This is the official trailer. I guess the one we saw earlier was like a teaser